if I could get this at 190 cash, we would pull the trigger on that. Welcome to another Watch Me video where I'm going to get on the phone and show you how to make offers on distressed real estate properties using real case studies. Nothing teaches better than seeing it in action. So on this video, all the way from North Carolina, you're going to get to look over my shoulder and watch me make a low offer on a real estate deal without seeing the property. All of that and more coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Virtual Flipper Kit with everything you need to flip houses without seeing them in person. Download it now at virtualflipperkit.com.
If you're new here to the channel, I'm Jerry Norton with FlippingMastery.com, and this channel is all about ways to help you make money wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss new videos. On this video, I'm going to show you some advanced black hat techniques, but don't worry, if you're new to wholesaling and flipping, I'll do my best to explain what I'm doing and why so that you can follow along and understand. Today's case study is a unique situation. An agent in North Carolina contacted us about a distressed property where another agent named Paul in her office has an exclusive listing with the seller. Now, this means that the seller contractually agreed to pay the agent to sell the property, and the listing agent, Paul, also got the seller to agree to give the agent a window of time to find a buyer before listing the property in the MLS and going public. Now, this is often called a pocket listing. If the agent finds a buyer and the buyer and seller agree on price and terms, the transaction is completed without ever going public on market. Now, the agent earns a commission, the seller gets the property sold, and a buyer gets a great deal, and everyone wins. Keep in mind, some states are cracking down and not allowing pocket listings, so check with your state. Now, this pocket listing was a little unique as it was limited to just the brokerage. Now, take a listen as the agent explains this to me. Hi, Jamie. This is Jerry Norton. How are you?
Hey, Jerry. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you. So I'm Rena's business partner and finance partner, too. And we're looking at this project as an investment, right, as a flip. So what can you tell me about the property?
Yeah, so right now they have that as a firm exclusive listing. So it's not available out on the MLS.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
So, right, so the listing agent has signs where he's able to only advertise it within our firm, essentially.
So you're not the listing agent?
I'm not.
But you know about it because it's inside your brokerage?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay, so you would be representing us on an offer as a buyer's agent?
Correct.
But it's not on the MLS, it's just an inside deal in the brokerage?
Correct.
Okay, and why are they not wanting to go on market with it yet?
You know, I don't know that he actually has intention to go onto the market. I think what they're going to end up doing is doing like a broker open on Monday here within the office to do kind of like a group setting for us to be able to go and take a look at it. They are going to be working on doing some pictures. I think eventually they're going to go onto the MLS, but right now they're just kind of opening it up to see if maybe they can, find anybody that
find a buyer. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, so we are cash. We buy cash, and as is, of course. So to clarify, the agent who called us is not the listing agent, but this deal is currently only available between the agents in the brokerage. That means all the agents in the office are going to collaborate and work together to find a buyer if they can. Now, they'll sell this property without going public on the MLS. It's important to note that this call was happening on a Friday, and our agent Jamie said that the office is having an open house on Monday. Now, remember that because I'll come back to that. But as an investor, I love working with agents, and I especially love pocket listings because that gives me an opportunity to get a good deal with little to no competition. In this case, I'm only competing with the other agents' investors rather than everyone if it were to go public. Now, I want to encourage you to make it a goal to network with as many agents as you can in your local market so that they call you with their pocket listings. Now, the way to motivate agents to call you with their pocket listings is to offer to let them represent you on the offer. Now, take a listen to what I tell this agent. So that's the other thing is we normally don't have representation. And what I'd like to do is go directly to listing agents on their own listings with distressed properties like this. So if you ever get a listing, call us about it. I guess if it's not a listing, but call us about it. We're actively buying. We're all cash as is, close quick, all that. And we really like working with agents. So, like you calling us on something like this you get is phenomenal. If we can come in and present a cash offer and pick something up, that's great. So by offering this agent to represent me on future deals, ideally her own listings, I create a relationship where hopefully she calls me on deals in the future. And I can't tell you how well this works. I have agents who have been calling me with their deals for years. Next, before making my offer, I like to first build up a case for my low offer that's coming. I want to focus on the issues of the property. In this case, the homes in the neighborhood are 1,300 square feet and have 2 baths, and our deal is smaller at 1,000 square feet with only 1 bath. So I'm going to use that as an argument to support my low offer. Not that it matters so much to the agent, but I want to educate the agent so that the agent can make a compelling argument to the seller. By the way, if you'd like my agent scripts for free so that you can master the ability to get agents to bring you their best deals, leave a comment and say, Jerry, you are a flipping genius. Please share with me your agent scripts and I'll give you the download link for free. So take a listen how I build my case for a low offer. There's definitely some flipping going on in the area. You know, they're painting them white and they're redoing the kitchens and flooring. I mean, they're cute little rehabs out there and they're hitting the 300s, but they are like 1,300 and they have like a second bath. That's the disadvantage on this one, is it's a little smaller, just the 1 bath. So now it's time to make the offer. The problem is the seller wants $210,000 and I need to be at $190,000 for the deal to work. Now the reason why I need to be at $190,000 is because just prior to the call, I looked at the numbers and I ran the buy formula using my comp tool with built-in deal analyzer. Now this showed me what the house would sell for after being fixed up and what I would need to buy it for to wholesale it or fix and flip it for a profit. Now if you'd like this tool for free, just go to compmydeal.com. Now before giving my $190,000 offer, I want to see if the agent can give me any insight into the seller's bottom line. Take a listen. The number they're looking at right now, is it correct that that's like 210 is where the seller's at?
Correct.
Okay. How firm do you think they are on that? I mean, would they come down a little on that?
I mean, you know me, I think that everything's going to be negotiable. I think cash talks, fast close, as is, inspection, that type of thing.
So by asking the agent questions like, how firm is the seller and will they come down on price? This gives the agent an opportunity to share valuable information. I'm amazed at what agents will tell me sometimes. In this case, our agent Jamie is not the listing agent and doesn't have a direct connection to the seller, so she doesn't have any insight, but she does suggest how to make our offer more attractive. Did you catch what she said? She said, fast close, as is, all cash, no inspection. Now these are terms in your offer that can really strengthen your position, or what I call sweeten the pot, without coming up on price. Now I did a video where I break down in detail how to improve your offer by altering the terms without compromising price. I'll put a link to that video in the description below and you can check it out later. So I want you to keep in mind, even though this is a pocket listing and there is limited competition, I don't want to wait around and allow time for other investors to make offers. Remember, it's Friday and on Monday, the agents in the office are doing an open house. So I want to do everything in my power to lock up this deal with the seller by executing a contract before that open house. The problem is I haven't seen this property in person and there aren't any pictures yet either. So I'm flying blind here. Listen to how I handle this. You don't have pictures yet though?
No, I don't have interior pictures, and that's why I wanted to make sure I called, because they're going to do something Monday afternoon. If I needed to get in there, go take some of my own pictures, do a FaceTime tour, anything like that, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, that would be, I mean, I've got no problem waiving inspection, and I've got no problem doing, big earnest money. I really like a 30-day close, not that I can't close sooner, but just I like to be able to get my rehab plan figured out prior to closing, and be able to get bids and everything kind of lined up so, the day I close, the dumpster shows up. Is a 30-day close still considered fast for you, or is that too long?
I think that they would be, a 21 to 30 day, I think
okay.
Is still doable. In a cash deal, especially if you're going to end up doing, inspection waiver.
All I would need to kind of waive inspection would be, a good set of pictures showing me that there's not mold everywhere or the roof falling in, or you know what I mean, because it's 1,000 square feet. I can rehab this thing in my sleep. I've done 1,000 rehabs that are like this, brick ranches. So
I want to go check out the crawl space on it too.
So I would be fine to waive inspection if you did a little bit of that legwork for me to get in there and just make sure nothing weird's going on. We don't have a obvious foundation problem. And because I'm going to rehab it, so I don't really care what the cabinets look like or anything like that. I just don't want to have, wavy floors or, I don't know, mold or something. Let's review what just happened. The agent strongly believes that in order to get the attention of the seller, I need to waive my inspection. Now, I would never do that without feeling confident in the deal. If you are ever not absolutely certain about the deal, don't ever waive your inspection, because when you waive your inspection, you no longer have a contingency and your earnest money becomes non-refundable, which means if you can't find a cash buyer to wholesale it to, or you can't secure funding to fix and flip it, and you don't perform on the contract, you would lose your earnest money. In this case, since it's a 1,000 square foot ranch, I'm not too worried about having an inspection as long as I get some eyes on the deal to verify there isn't anything scary going on like mold or a foundation issue. And since I'm sitting in Arizona and this deal is in North Carolina, I'm going to use the agent to be my eyes and ears and go check out the property. Now, she was more than willing to do that and even offered to check out the crawl space. So up until now, I haven't actually given my offer price yet. Everything has been building up and prepping for that. So now watch as I present my offer. If I could get this at 190 cash, we would pull the trigger on that.
Okay. Let me reconfirm with him what time he's going to do this on Monday, and I will pencil that into my schedule and go check it out.
I'd love for you to lock it up before everybody else comes in.
Yeah, I will. I'll check in with Paul and see if there's any way he can get me over there before Monday when he does everybody else. I just don't know what day.
Do you think you could write up and present an offer already and just, and then already see if you could get a contract on it? Do you think that would work?
Yeah, and you just want a walkthrough contingency on it for 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't I do this? Let me give Paul a call, who's the agent.
Okay.
Let me see and feel that out and see if I can get over there for you this afternoon, I'll be happy to do that for you, even if you want to do that without the offer.
Yeah, I just know how something like this goes, and every minute you wait, there's a chance for someone else to come in and present a offer, So I told the agent I need to be at 190,000 and then went right back to focusing on getting her to see the property right away so that we can put our offer in before Monday. Again, my goal is to get the deal under contract with the seller before the brokerage walkthrough on Monday. So we left off with her trying to arrange it with Paul, the listing agent, and about 30 minutes later, our agent Jamie called back and she actually verbally presented our offer to Paul, the listing agent. Take a listen to what she found out.
But I am straight up told that 210 is his bottom and firm number, and he had entertained some cash offers prior to, thinking about getting back out there again.
What were those coming in at?
Oh my God, you scared the crap out of me.
Raina handed me the phone, sorry.
I'm like, scared the bejesus out of me. It's a much louder voice.
Sorry, yeah, anyway, Raina's really soft-spoken.
Yeah, so I know that he had received previously $190K, even with 0 commissions as is, and he didn't take it, is what I'm told.
So other cash buyers were at 190 too?
Previous to him working now. The other thing too is, heads up, he would be leaving a bunch of junk in the property, essentially. I
don't care about that.
Yeah, I figured with bringing in the dumpster, but
one more dumpster doesn't bother me. Yeah.
So I'm told that 210 is his firm number.
Oh, 210's his number, huh? But he wants a 60-day close.
Wants a 60-day close. He's moving to Boston. He's lived there for forever with his mom. His mom died a few years ago, so he's needing time to get himself together to get to Boston.
So not only is the seller firm at 210, but he also wants a 60-day close because he's living in the home and he wants time to get situated in his new place. Now at this time, you may be thinking it's a no-go and the deal is dead, but I don't give up that easily. Watch as I take a different approach to the deal now. So here's the thing, here's my kind of take on that. I don't know if I can make 210 work. I know I can make 190 work. If I had time, I could really crunch numbers. I could really figure out, where can I save on my rehab, or could I get, what really can I get on the back end for it? If I had a little time to work through all of that, then I might be able to make 210 work. I just don't know without some due diligence time. So I don't know if they'd be open to that. I'm just trying to be straight with you that I could go under contract at 210, spend some real serious time on due diligence, see if I can make that number work. So now my approach is to get the contract for 210 with a long due diligence period. Now I hope you understand what that means. It means I have a window of time to really see if I can make 210,000 work. Maybe I can get my rehab down for less. Maybe it's worth more than I think on the resale. If I'm wholesaling it, maybe I can find a buyer for like 220,000 and I can wholesale it for 10,000. Remember, at this point, I haven't even seen the property and I haven't spent that much time on the deal. Like I said to her, I know I can make 190 work, but I don't know that I can make 210 work. And there is a very important lesson to learn here. I still want to get the contract for 210 before I spend any more time working on the deal. Always get the contract. Think about it this way. What if I start spending time trying to make 210,000 work without a contract and someone else swoops in and offers 210 or more and grabs the deal out from under me while I'm spending time working the numbers? Now, I hope you grasp that lesson. If you use this technique, always be straight up with the agent or seller about your intentions. Take a listen to what I tell her. If I can't though, just being straight up with you, I would just have to come back and let you know, hey, I really can't make it work. I tried, but I can't. I don't want to lock something up and then bust it up and have everybody mad. So I'm just telling you that would be how I would approach that. So by being straight up, I'm not misleading that 210 is a good number. That way later, if I can't make 210 work and I terminate the contract, no one can be upset. The reality is I'll take all of the info I gathered during that due diligence and I'll use it to create a strong argument as to why I can't make 210 work, with the hope that I can renegotiate to a better number, maybe even back down to 190. So we got the offer submitted and we'll see what happens. Now I hope you learned some new insights and some strategies about how to work with agents and make offers on deals. Honestly, on market is an untapped gold mine because most people don't realize that you can get amazing deals, and yes, you can wholesale on market deals. So if you'd like to dominate on market, be sure to get my on-market deal finder tool that instantly gives you a list of all of the underpriced properties for sale in any market. Now I'll give that to you for free. Just go to mydatacruncher.com. And if you learned something new on this video, do me a favor, hit that like button and leave a comment and let me know your biggest takeaway. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel. With over 500 videos to date, this is the #1 channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping. And I'll see you on the next video.